Welcome, everyone, to Scott Carpenter Park here in beautiful Boulder, Colorado on this Wednesday evening for the third and final matchup of a lengthy reschedule between the University of Colorado and the Colorado School of Mines. This series was originally supposed to be played all the way back over a month ago in the weekend of March 16th. But a snowstorm kind of halted those aspirations and have led to weeks and weeks of rescheduling. Since this is technically a road series for the Buffaloes, they will be batting first. And so Nathan Hoffman will lead things off as the Buffs will once again be batting first in a series that they play at their home ballpark. He's facing a 1-2 count to the pitcher for the School of Mines, Christian McCollum, who throws that one in the dirt. So it's a 2-2 count for Nathan Hoffman. He swings and belts that one right down the third base line, and that's going to be fair ball for a single. He's digging for two, and the leadoff man's on with a base hit and a leadoff double.
Yeah, we talked to Nathan Hoffman before this game. He gave all the credit to his amazing season in the leadoff spot to his coaches. He's been on a heater this year, hit a cycle, two-time Mid-America West Player of the Week, and he gets the Buffs day started with a bang.
So Hoffman, who has been electric all season in the leadoff spot, didn't take long for them to find their leadoff man. He wasn't their leadoff man in the fall, but he quickly became the leadoff guy as we entered the spring. And A.J. Wine has locked up that second spot in the batting order.
Yeah, the top of this lineup has been elite, to say the least. You know, Hoffman gave a lot of credit to his coaches and trusting him, and it's a big thing to have someone you can trust in the leadoff spot, you know, day in and day out. And Hoffman's done just that and becoming the full-time leadoff hitter for the Buffs, and Wine is in the same thing in the two-hole.
So he faces an 0-1 count here to Christian McCollum, the best pitcher for this Orediggers squad by far. A 2-2 record, sub-3 ERA. But the thing that's glaring out to me right out the gate, I'm going to strikeouts. He's tripling the numbers for any other pitcher on this team. He's got 46 strikeouts coming into this game. No other Mines pitcher has more than 15.
Yeah, he's done a good job throwing strikes right off the bat. Has Wine in a 1-2 count.
That pitch misses high, so it's a 2-1 count. 2-2 count.
Is it 2-2? Yeah, there was another strike before. You sure? Let me wait for the ump. Just leave it at 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 count here. Drops in for strike two.
Never mind. Not bad.
So McCollum looking for his first strikeout of the evening. Looking back at seconds, Hoffman standing over there, swing and a miss. First strikeout of the evening for Christian McCollum and sends A.J. Wine back to the dugout.
Yeah, and that's strikeout number 47 on the season. He's been pretty dominant. And then it'll be a big test for these Buffs who need the win to keep pace in the Mid-America West. The loss today would more than likely put them out of contention to win the conference. So with CSU set to play the Mines one more time, and then Air Force, it'll be a wild finish to this Mid-America West.
So Unzicker digging in for the Buffaloes. He's got 2 home runs this season, one of 3 Buffaloes with more than 1 home run this season. Swung on, and that's going to get through the infield. Unzicker's on with a base hit. Hoffman's coming around third, and he's going to score, and it's a quick 1-0 lead for the Colorado Buffaloes.
Good piece of hitting the other way for Unzicker. Last time I was here, he had a grand slam, but just not trying to do too much. Squirts it through the infield, And Hoffman's speed, that was a good throw home, but Hoffman's speed, he's going to beat out a ton of those throws.
So Unzicker with a double, 2 doubles from the Buffaloes, and it's a quick 1-0 lead, just 3 batters into the game. Of course, Wine went down swinging. Here comes Andrew Garcia, who has had a bit of an issue this season with strikeouts. He has struggled a little bit, but of course that doesn't mean you can count this guy out at all. He can send it out of the park at any point.
Yeah, he can rake with the best of them. Only hitting .255 on the year, but always has tons of power. Batting ahead of Blake Carey in the lineup. Fascinating today. They've gone back and forth for the cleanup spot this year, but let's see what we can do now with the lefty-on-lefty matchup.
Well, it's usually been Blake Carey. The top 5 in this batting order for the Buffaloes has typically been Hoffman, Wine, Unzicker, Carey, Garcia, but they'll switch it up here. Garcia sends this one into straightaway center, back at the wall, and it is caught at the warning track. Unzicker's coming home. And now they're saying he did not tag, so they're going to get the force out. And that's the end of the inning. At least that's what we would believe to think. So they're going to check to see. They're going to have a discussion on whether or not Unzicker did tag. If he did not, then the inning would be over. If he did, and he'll score, and there will be 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, what an amazing play in center. I mean, if that was indeed a catch, falling down on the warning track and potentially a huge double play. Umpire still discussing, though the Mines player's already off the field, pretty content with their double play, which would be a pretty big swing point early in this game. And I wasn't able to see if Unzicker tagged. I was more looking out to the outfield.
That's what I was looking at as well. I want to make sure if he made the catch.
And for my thing is that I would imagine the umpires were doing the same thing. So it's hard to tell. The looks like the Mines manager was calling out that Unzicker didn't tag.
All right, so they're going to rule that Unzicker did end up tagging, which means he did score on the play. So it is a 2-0 lead for the Buffaloes. But obviously that does not take away from the amazing catch in center field from Alex Moore, the center fielder for Mines this evening. And frankly, I mean, great catch, but for Andrew Garcia, that ball is gone in pretty much anywhere else in this ballpark.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really, really well-hit ball, and it was tough to tell if he made that catch, but it was just an acrobatic play by Moore and saved what could have been a much worse situation for Mines. I mean, that one gets down, you're on your back, and the ball's bouncing around. Garcia could come all the way around to score potentially. So big play for get the out, though maybe a bit of a break to see that call go the other way after the discussion from the umpires and make this a 2-0 game.
Swung on off the bag of Blake Carey, popped up into center. Moore is under it, and he'll make the catch to formally end the inning this time around. The inning now is officially over, but not before the Buffs put up 2 in the first 5 batters. Crazy first inning. We will be right back on Scobro Sports for the bottom of the first.
Welcome back to Scott Carpenter Park on Skill Buff Sports. I'm Harrison Simeon, joined by Alex Roberts, who you just heard do an amazing job of play-by-play, navigating a wild top of the first inning between Colorado Club Baseball and the Colorado School of Mines. Ethan Richmond on the mound for CU, and he'll face off against Lane Bumer starting in left field today, as the Mines, the Ore Diggers, will try to strike back after the Buffs took a 2-0 lead in the top half of the first.
So it's Lane Bomer who steps in as the leadoff man for Colorado School of Mines. First pitch, a strike from Ethan Richmond, who's starting once again. He's been a solid pitcher, starting pitcher for the Buffaloes this season. Pitched in, and he seems to be their go-to starter. He starts at least one game every series.
Yeah, I mean, I remember him last time I was here in the Colorado State game. Put in a solid effort. Got a ton of run support, but was always a good pitcher to have, reliable on the mound.
This one popped up in the infield, caught it short by Coleman for the first out.
So we could take you through the starters in the field for the Buffs. That was Coleman at short, and Unzicker at third.
Wines at second.
Yeah, Wines at second, I was about to say. Garcia at first, Carey behind the dish, and going from left to right, it'll be Thomas Klein, Mason Bailey, and Nathan Hoffman.
Mason Bailey's been holding things down in center field all year long. So this is something that should be expected from him. And frankly, he's got a little bit of competition, as Alex Moore had a couple flashy plays for Mines in that top of the first. He steps into the plate right now. Swings at the 2-0 pitch, pops up short, and A.J. Wine makes that catch. Two infield pop-outs for Mines in the bottom of the first as Connor Brewski steps in.
Yeah, good job by Richmond, getting some weak contact. And going back to, you mentioned Moore making those slick plays in the outfield. Anytime you're an outfielder, you see a play like that made, you wish it was you. I mean, that's always a great adrenaline rush.
As Brewski hits this one on the right, it's going to get down. It's going to get to the track and the wall. Brewski's digging for second, and he'll get in with a double. 3 hits in the game now, all doubles on both sides. Hoffman and Unzicker both doubled for the Buffaloes, and Brewski doubles for the Ore Diggers.
Yeah, good aggressive approach by Brewski, a sophomore. Not too deep of a lineup today for the Ore Diggers, but they can surely hit. Made it an 11-7 game the last time these two teams faced off, and while the Buffs came out on top, it was certainly competitive.
So now it's Zach Link digging in. Link, the fifth-year senior, one of 4 Ore Diggers who have hit a home run this season. Of course, Alex Moore has one, and Declan Ward-Newbrough has one as well. The 4th home run goes to Avery Zaxton, who hit a home run the last time the School of Mines was here at Scott Carpenter Park a few weeks ago. As Link lines that one right into left, it's just foul.
Ooh, tough break. That was seared off the bat. But good on the umpire, making that close call. And, these Mines players starting to hit the ball a little bit harder against Richmond after first 2 batters of this inning had some weak contact.
So it's a 2-1 count for Link. That pitch drops in for strike 2. Runner at second base. 2 outs in the inning. He got him looking. And that'll end the bottom of the first. The Buffaloes take care of the Orediggers for the first inning at least. They lead 2-0 going to the second.
Ethan Richmond.
So Ethan Richmond steps into the plate as we enter the top of the second here at Scott Carpenter Park. Richmond playing as a pitcher today, has also played third base several times throughout the year as well. It'll be his first at-bats of the evening.
Yeah, I got some Shohei Ohtani action going. I mean, anytime you have a guy who can pitch on the mound, be pretty reliable, had a really nasty strikeout last thing, but also hit over 400 at the plate, 13 RBIs. You have yourself a real ball player.
Swings on the first pitch. Got a little bit of a piece of it, but not enough to redirect it back towards the field of play. The other big pitcher for the Buffs that can hit as well is Ashton Unzicker, who also he'll start games every now and then, but he always seems to be more reliable at that third base position. That seems like manager Reynolds really likes him as a third baseman. Richmond usually takes his place when he's pitching, though.
Yeah, and we've seen some action for Nathan Hoffman on the mound too this year. He had a save or closed out a game this season, and also has made so many different plays in the field and been great with the bat.
The 0-2 pitch is outside. Will be ball one. And so Richmond digging in for what could be his 30th at-bat of the season. Of course, depending on if he walks or gets hit or anything, you know how baseball works. He's got 30 plate appearances so far. Looking for his 30th at-bat as he faces a 2-2 count. Check swing did not go around. The count's full. He's battled back from an 0-2 count on Christian McCollum. McCollum trying to finish off Richmond. Swung on, grounded to short. Throw on the way. It is high, and Ethan Richmond will get on safely. He'll get to second as well as that ball went out of play.
Yeah, little break for the Buffs. I mean, Richmond not as necessarily chugging around, but that he probably would have been thrown out. But catches a break with the high throw and into the dugout. So keep your head in a swivel and head to second.
So here comes Coleman as the starting shortstop today. Shortstop has been the position where a lot of these infielders have been able to get into games. Feels like Mann's the one that starts today. I think this is his first start we've seen this season at short. He's coming in relief for Sam Waimura or Victor Moreno Rodriguez a couple times, but I think it's the first time we're going to see him starting at short this season. and of course, due to that, he has not seen the plate nearly as much as the rest of this Buffaloes lineup.
Yeah, just 1 for 10 on the season, a freshman, but has gotten on base a decent bit better than his average, over 300 at, as an on-base percentage. Usually it would be Wyamura, a junior, and whoa, looks like Richmond just went to third. I know how that works. I believe if Richmond was rounding first to go to second, and already going to second when the throw went out of play, then he would be awarded third. Which I don't know if that was the case, but the umpires ruled it so.
Well, there you go. It looks like that's the reason that Ethan Richmond now stands 90 feet away from home plate. Coleman looking for his first RBI of the season. Could get it here as he watches the first pitch go high over the strike zone. Coleman, one of 4 Buffaloes who have hit this season who does not have an RBI, and the only 3 batters who do not have an RBI this season, Alex Davis, Dylan Gray, and Bryce Smith, all who have fewer than 3 at-bats.
Yeah, I mean, those are all pitchers that kind of had to come in due to, or at least for Davis and Gray's case, in the Wyoming series. But Tyler Modell, who is a pitcher usually, batted and knocked in a run. And in a series where the Buffs scored 50 runs, and I believe the Cowboys only scored 3 or 4. So they've been on a roll right now, looking to keep it going in the last game of this regular season on senior night as well.
Swung on, grounded right to short. Throw is high again. And so it's an RBI for Coleman, his first of the season, as he gets on safely at first.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think that'll be ruled an RBI because it was an error. So, unfortunately for Man, not an RBI. I think even if he grounded out, it would have been ruled one. But just another tough break for. I mean, that's a routine play you got to make.
Connor Brewski, the starting shortstop today for Mines. That one catches his own. Mason Bailey up to bat, batting 8th. First time we have seen him this season not rounding out the order, not batting 9th. So very interesting to see what Bailey will do here. He'll ground it to third. Double play opportunity. They just decide to hold it off. It's going to be a fielder's choice. Bailey's on. And Thomas Klein now comes up to the plate, rounding out the lineup this time around.
Yeah, giving Klein a shot today. Only 22 at-bats this season, 4 RBIs, but good opportunity. I mean, he was a big part of last year's NCBA World Series run, and it's good to have him healthy now that the season's coming to a close. And, he's a sophomore, not one of the seniors. Only, I believe, 3 seniors in the lineup today for CU. But I imagine we'll see the rest of them by the end of tonight.
So Klein rounding out the order with a runner at first, just 1 out in this inning. Klein was thinking bunt there. It's going to be tapped off of his bat and back. So McCollum will head back to the bump. Facing an 0-2 count, looking for his second strikeout of the evening.
Yeah, some small ball being played there. Bailey tried to square around, now with Klein, but now in a 0-2 count, you got to get something in play.
Runner goes. Got him looking. McCollum picks up his second strikeout as Bailey advances to second. So that brings up Nathan Hoffman once again, as the Buffs are in the second inning and they're already back up to the top of the order.
Yeah, and a good opportunity for Hoffman to get another RBI on the season. He's led the team in RBIs, led the team in at-bats, and pretty much every statistical hitting category other than homers. Just one in the air, but you never know.
That one catches the zone for strike 1. You mentioned earlier, right before, the last time he was up, he almost hit for 2 cycles. Of course, the one game he did hit his cycle for, he hit his lone home run. The other game he was close to hitting the cycle for. The only thing he needed was a home run and was pretty close. That was the last game here against Mines a few weeks ago, and he was close. He hit one in the left field. It just drifted foul. It was nearly a home run for the cycle, which would have been electrifying. The 0-1 pitch to him, catches his own for strike 2.
Yeah, McCollum's done a good job of finding the zone. He's had to deal with some shaky fielding this inning that's cost Mines a run. But overall, I think McCollum's done a solid job despite, it's only 2 earned runs because of the error. But now in another 0-2 count.
Swing and a miss. Got him swinging. That's his 3rd strikeout. And that ends the inning. So the Buffs tack on one more run. They lead 3-0. We'll head to the bottom of the 2nd. We'll be right back. As we enter the bottom of the 2nd, here at Scott Carpenter Park, it's Joseph Lynch who digs in for Mines. Lynch batting nearly 500 on the season and is tied for the team leading RBIs with 15. He's tied with Alex Moore. And digs in wearing number 2 for Mines today, playing 3rd base as he swings and misses on that pitch. It's in a quick 0-2 count.
Yeah, Richmond's off to a really nice start today. Just gave up the 1 hit to the best hitter in this, arguably, in the Mines lineup, but against another solid batter here, so let's see what he can do.
A ball misses outside. So it's a 1-2 count now. Lynch looking to start a rally here. Thought about swinging, does not go around. Counts even at 2-2.
Yeah, it's a close pitch there, but good to see Richmond get off to this good start. I mean, let's hope he can keep it up before it really starts to settle in.
Another pitch outside. It's a 3-2 count. We could be seeing our first walked batter of the evening, depending on what Richmond can do on this next pitch.
Yeah, he's just trying to work the outside part of the plate, trying to get him to go fishing, but hasn't gotten Lynch to bite.
Swing and a miss. He got him to bite there. That's Richmond's first strikeout of the evening.
Yeah, and really nice pitch. Almost like I call it a sword when he swings not all the way around where he knew that was a bad swing, but went around anyway. And good to see Richmond get on the board for a nice K.
This one's belted deep into left center. And it is down at the warning track. Zachary Wilms on the first pitch he sees nearly goes all the way out of the park.
Oh my God, I was gritting my teeth there. Everyone holding their breath. That one just hit a tiny bit too high to get out of the park. I thought it was way gone at first.
Same here.
Lands at the base of the wall. Would have been Williams' first homer of the year. Only 2 RBIs on the year, a freshman on this Mines squad. But a big hit. As, now all of a sudden, Richmond's got to settle down.
Swing and a miss. Declan Ward-Newbro, the batter for Mines now. One of 3 in the lineup today that have hit a home run. It was almost 4 with Wilms nearly going out of the park. But now Ward-Newbro has a chance to pick up the first run of the evening for Mines by hitting Wilms in. Here's Unzicker throwing to first. He is out.
Yeah, nice play by Unzicker there. Been a solid presence over at third. But just a note about Williams again. That is Williams' only his 14th at-bat on the season, but already his 7th hit. And now it's a man with even less at-bats in Max Cornelius.
Yeah, so Wilms stands at second with Max Cornelius at the plate. That one misses the zone. So it's a 1-0 count here.
He's really trying to work the outside corner, outside part of the plate on most of these guys. But, you've seen with the hard contact, it's easy to get the bat extended more when you get the pitch out on the outside part of the plate. Be trying to work things in and out, trying to stay a little less predictable out on the mound.
So a 2-0 count to Cornelius. Runner goes, swing and a miss. It's going to get by Blake Carey, and Zachary Wilms will have to head back to second.
Yeah, it was a foul tip. Just barely hurt it. Stung, might have hit his hand on the way around too. Looked like it stung his hands a bit. But now we'll have Carey go and talk to Richmond a little bit. Just seeing something maybe they like or they observed. But this is a big at bat. If the Mines wants to get on the board, you head to the third down 3-0. It's going to be tricky with how the Buffs can hit to get back into it. Only a 7-inning game tonight, just to note. So it's a big point in this game, even so early.
The 2-1 pitch swung on and popped up foul back behind the press box and headed towards the intersection between 29th and Arapahoe Avenue. So all 2s. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs and a runner at second for Max Cornelius. Richmond getting the sign and pitches this one outside.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. You could go either way here. You wouldn't hate to have a walk here. You face a 9-hole hitter next. Though, Caden Wells, who would be, is hitting 360, so you probably want to just get this out here.
Swung on, deep into left, and caught to end the inning. Good catch out there by Thomas Klein to to prevent any bleeding in the first place. As the Buffs lead 3-0 going to the 3rd inning. We'll be back.
Welcome back to Scott Carpenter Park for the start of the third inning. Colorado Club Baseball leads the School of Mines 3-0, as it'll be 2, 3, and 4 for CU as AJ Wine steps in. Struck out his last time up. Looking to maybe break into
Leading off, number 12, AJ.
that is Christian McCullum's role that he went on in the last inning. Only gave up a run due to 2 errors by the shortstop, as that one will miss for a ball.
Yeah, a couple errors from Connor Bruschi out there at short. Looking to clean it up here in the top of the third, hold the Buffs scoreless.
That one catches the outside corner. McCullum, 3 strikeouts on the day already through 2 innings.
Well, you beat me to the punch. That's exactly what he's been doing. In that last inning, they let up a run. He did get 2 strikeouts to end the inning. He's been doing a great job on the mound right now.
Wine squares and bunts, though McCullum makes the play. So a little bit of a surprising square to bunt. Not quite good enough to get him on base, as 1 out for CU. And it'll be Ashton Unzicker stepping in.
Number 11.
We've seen the bunts from Mason Bailey and Thomas Klein. Those have been the 2 guys who've been really comfortable going for bunts this season. First time we've seen anyone in the top of the order, the top half of the order, really try a bunt like this.
And it was Unzicker who had for the first RBI of the day for CU, with a extra base hit, or I guess a single that squirted through the right side of the infield, where he advanced to second. Takes a ball. Unzicker, a sophomore on this CU squad. And then, a lot of bright spots for this team's future. I mean, Hoffman, another sophomore. But tonight is about the seniors, and we'll go through each member of the seniors on this squad as Unzicker swings and misses. It's 2-1. And there are a lot of seniors on the pitching staff, not necessarily in the lineup today, but the 3 seniors that are in the lineup are AJ Wine, Blake Carey, and Ethan Richmond. 3-1 now. That one missed just high. Crystal clear night here at Scott Carpenter, as that one finds the zone and the count is full.
Yeah, it might be crystal clear, but that does not mean that it's still a little chilly. Doesn't matter in Boulder. I mean, can't consistently have good weather out here. I'm telling you.
That one smoked foul, but into the net. Yeah, last time I was here, there was some wild wind. Thankfully tonight, just a light little breeze.
Well, there was possibility of some rain this evening too.
So Unzicker draws the walk, as that one's in the dirt, as the Buffs have a 1-out base runner with Andrew Garcia stepping up to the plate. He hit that long ball into center that forced Alex Moore out in center to make a spectacular catch. So he's hoping to maybe get another one of those balls that he can hit that far, maybe just towards the left or right field, which would mean a home run most likely. First pitch right there for strike 1. So the first walk of the day from McCullum, first walk by either team, as they'll check on Unzicker. Garcia just 12 RBIs this year, but we know he has the potential. I mean, you would have to imagine he's trying to get hot soon with regionals around the corner. Buffs still waiting on Colorado State's results against Air Force, and a 1 game against Mines, as that's strike 2.
It seems like Mines has just struggled to set up some of these series. I know, of course, it's been about a month, but they're finally able to wrap things up here. The Buffs have taken the first 2 matchups. Mines did win a game against CSU as well. That one is huge for the Buffs, looking to try and catch the Rams.
So 0-2 delivery swung on and missed as Garcia strikes out.
Richard.
Now it'll be a pinch hitter already for CU, as it'll be the president, Matt Pritchard, stepping in for, it was Ethan Richmond, or Blake Carey, rather. We'll replace him behind the plate, assumingly. Pritchard, a junior, batting .435 on the season. That one way outside, gets to the backstop, and Unzicker glides into second. So the Buffs now have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Lay lead 3-0 if you're just joining us. 2 of those runs in the top half of the first. And what's considered a home series for Mines, despite this game being played at Scott Carpenter Park, and it's really just because of how many times this game has been delayed. It's supposed to be played last Thursday. Before that, it was supposed to be played before spring break for us, which was mid-March. Pump faked on that one. It's 2-1.
Yeah, of course, Matt actually told us as we were walking in this evening that they couldn't play on Thursday because the rain. There was rain in the area, and even though it was all a little after the rain, the field was just too wet for them to play a game, and so they just rescheduled it for here. And, of course, tonight, and, of course, you're watching it right now.
So the element's much more favorable tonight. Pritchard in a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Runner goes. Swing and a miss in the dirt, and they'll tag him out. So McCullum strikes out 2 straight to retire the side, as that will bring us to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Buffs still lead 3-0. Welcome back to the bottom of the 3rd inning. CU leads Mines 3-0. It'll be the 9-hole, 9-1-2, due up for the Orediggers. Caden Wells, the catcher, stepping in against Richmond, who's had a nice start to the day, giving up some hard-hit balls, but no runs allowed thus far. That one's right there.
Hey, you can allow some contact, just not the contact that's going to get a bunch of hits. I mean, if it's getting caught in left field, it's going to sit up there, and the left fielder can just jog right under it and make a catch. That's still a win for the pitcher.
Even count. That one missed maybe a bit low. Wells hitting 360 on the year, a junior. 8 RBIs, 467 on base. That one popped up right back to us. Kind of clinging off the pole. 1-2.
So in the last game against Mines 2 weeks ago, we had that exact scenario. For the first time, we had it square off the pole, and I mean, it was the loudest ringing sound you have ever heard. It's actually crazy.
That one more of a dink.
We had seen so many of the dinks throughout our time here, that last year and this year. It was just crazy to see one that just goes right on the pole and give you that nice, like, dong almost.
2-2 delivery, smoked too short, but a nice little play by Mann for the first out. That one hung up just enough for Mann to drop to a knee and make the play. 1 down.
Number 12, Lane Bowmer.
So that brings us back to the top of the order as Bowmer steps in. Popped out to, it was second base or shortstop last time up. That one will miss outside. But Richmond doing a really nice job so far of, keeping the Mines hitters kind of on their toes. Kept the ball in the yard pretty well. That one in the dirt, though. And it's 2-0 count.
Well, you had said it in the last inning. He's trying to get these guys to chase outside. And you can see that's continuing here. But, of course, he's drawing some good contact from the Mines hitters to a point where it's easy outs for the bus fielders.
Yeah, and Bowmer a little bit crowding the plate, so you have to imagine they go inside. That one was inside, and it's popped up to first base as Garcia calls Wine off for the second out.
Yeah, that's just good communication. We've seen it so many times. There's not great communication, and the ball just kind of drops right in between the two of them. And I thought Wine was going to go for it. It seemed like Garcia really wanted to call him off, and he backs off. And frankly, that's kind of the mentality you got to have. You got to have that selfless attitude. Someone's just got to back off. It just cannot be both.
That brings up Moore as he hits this one high in the air out to right. Hoffman's hat flies off, but not out of his glove, as that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Richmond rolls through the bottom of the third. We head to inning number 4. So we're back for the 4th inning. CU leads Mines 3-0. As it'll be Ethan Richmond leading off for the Buffs. He reached on an error, got all the way to third, even though it was just a ground ball, and scored a run on another error just following it. And he's been good on the mound today and looking to continue his solid day at the plate. against McCollum, who's been pretty solid. Rolled right through the Buffs last time around, just had a walk as the only blemish. But he's had a solid day. This could be a pitcher's duel.
Well, he's crossed 50 strikeouts. He's got 4 on the day. He's got 50 on the year now. Looking to make it 51 against Richmond here.
When Ben's in the zone for strike 1. Richmond, interestingly, no batting gloves.
It's a rarity out here. That's one thing I've noticed. It's a rarity now to not have batting gloves.
So McCollum quickly has Richmond in a hole as the pitcher-on-pitcher matchup going in the favor of the Ore Diggers. 0-2. That one hit on the ground and through for a base hit. So a little bit of a check swing falls in the Buffs' favor as that one hit through the third base and shortstop hole, and that'll bring up Coleman.
And, well, we don't know if he got an RBI the last time up via the error after Richmond got on via error, and then Mann did the exact same thing, and Richmond came and scored. That's the last run the Buffs have scored.
That one catches the top of the zone for a strike. McCollum giving up, hasn't had a completely spotless inning so far, but still solid. That one in the dirt, and Richmond will head to second. Just spiked it. We'll ask for a new ball.
Yeah, second pitch that's gotten to the backstop today for McCollum. Well, I mean, it's irregularity for pitchers to want a different ball after something like that. I know I would want something like that.
Yeah, maybe just didn't feel it, didn't grip it right. Looking for a new one, as Mann will try to get his second hit of the year, just one so far. Obviously, as you mentioned, somewhat drove in a run. I mean, his at-bat resulted in a run with the error, but in a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. Swung at that one at his shoulders as it's 1-2. So McCollum getting a lot of swings and misses today. Not usually seen by Colorado baseball teams. But now in a 1-2 count. That one just high. So an even count for Mann. The freshman shortstop today takes a ball. Try to get him freezing on the break-in pitch, but a full count. Runner on second, nobody out. RBI opportunity for the Buffs. Full count pitch is hit on the ground, and it will be stopped by the second baseman. They'll sling it home. So a big stop by. That is Cornelius over at second base. Though a hit for Mann as he'll reach to first.
Number 13.
Richmond holding at third. So runners on the corners for Mason Bailey now. Still nobody out.
So that one will count for Coleman. He's going to get a hit there. Pick up his second hit of the year, get Richmond to third now. Runners at the corners for Mason Bailey.
Critical stop, though, as Cornelius keeps Richmond at third. Though a big-time opportunity to extend the lead for CU. Bailey grounded out his last time up. 1-0 pitch is taken for a strike as they'll throw it back to first. Maybe trying to catch Mann napping, but no go. So 1-1. Bailey with 11 RBIs on the year as that one tipped away for a foul ball. Have to imagine McCollum's looking to do what he does best. Strikeout would be vitally needed. 1-2 pitch. That one hit on the ground is short. Though, and it gets through the shortstop. His third error of the day, and Richmond scores. Everybody's safe. 4-0.
Man, that just cannot happen. That just cannot happen. It's right in the breadbasket, right on the numbers, and that ball somehow finds a way to squirt right through his legs. And yeah, it's just brutal because now he's responsible for letting 2 runs score now for the Buffaloes.
So a third error from Connor Brewski results in a run, and that'll bring up Mason Bailey. So he'll hit this one on the ground to third, and the play will be made, but both runners advancing for the first out.
That was Thomas Klein.
My mistake. I kind of realized that in the middle of that hit. So Thomas Klein advances the runners, a productive out on the first pitch. And that'll set up Hoffman for his third at-bat of the day. Hoffman with a double and a strikeout, looking to probably do the former if he had to choose, with runners on second and third, corners in, and 1 out. First pitch misses well high. Buffs lead it 4-0 with 4 hits on the day, but 3 errors, 2 of them resulting in Colorado runs.
So it was
Next pitch misses for ball 2.
interesting to see what Hoffman can do here. He's got a great opportunity with 2 runners in scoring position. I mean, that can blow this game open.
Hitters count, but a strike there from McCollum. And you have to imagine, I mean, runs would have scored on those errors anyway, though, still costly considering no out to be made. That one in the zone. Buffs dugout doesn't like that one too much, and it's 2-2.
I think it would be a bit weird if the umpire for this game was a Buffs umpire.
Yeah. I'm not as polished as a play-by-play as you, Alex, but I'd do my best.
You gotta make light of the situation.
2-2 on the ground to second. Runner will come home, and they'll just make the play at first for out number 2, but it's 5-0 CU.
Number 12, AJ.
As they weren't even going to try to get the out at home, despite the infield being slightly in. So, run batted in from Hoffman. That'll bring up AJ Wine for his third plate appearance of the day with a runner on third and 2 outs. Wine, a man with your favorite walk-up music on this team. Isn't that right, Alex?
I don't know. Something about Copacabana. He just kind of gets me in a good mood. I don't know what it is. It's a good melody. I don't know. It's just fun. It's a fun song.
I'd have to agree. I mean, it kind of fits his play style of Eric, like his appearance. Oh, runner is trying to steal home. And might have got under the tag, but he's ruled out. So suspense there, as it was that Bailey trying to steal home? But that will end the inning. So 2 runs come across from the Buffs. It's 5-0 as we now head to the bottom of the 4th. So we're back for another inning of Ethan Richmond. Allowed 2 hits today, no runs. He'll face Connor Brewski. But before we went to break, there was Mason Bailey trying to steal home. What'd you see on that, Alex?
Well, really risky play. Of course, very risky play. I mean, he's stealing home where the ball is going directly. It's going directly home. He tried to duck under the tag, and it almost looked like he may have ducked under the tag. But, of course, ref, after some suspense, as you said, called him out. So, tough break, but really risky play, interesting play, and interesting decision on Mason Bailey.
Yeah, I mean, with 2 outs, that's when you kind of make those risk-taking decisions. Probably the first time we've seen Bailey or any buff try to steal home in our time broadcasting these games, as Brewski's in a 2-1 count.
At least try to steal home when the ball and the pitch incoming doesn't get to the backstop.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count's even. So Brewski with 3 errors on the day, trying to redeem himself. Has a hit today, though. Had that double out to right center. Swing and a miss. A strikeout from Ethan Richmond, and that's out number 1.
Safe to say redemption was not in the cards on that at-bat.
I believe that's Richmond's 2nd K of the day. 3rd strikeout of the day. So he's off to a really nice start. As he's been rolling through the Mines hitters, he'll now face Zach Link. Link was another member of Mines that struck out his last time up. In a 1-1 count now with 1 out. Buffs leading 5-0. If you're just joining us, I'm Harrison Simeon alongside Alex Roberts. You're listening to SCO Buff Sports with some Mid-America West Club baseball action. Buffs in senior night as that one's fouled way back. Did you want to go through the seniors now, or do you want to wait till they're up to bat next?
I was just gritting my teeth that ball was not going to hit the press box.
Yeah, it looked to be going well behind us. You always gotta wonder about it. 1-2 from Richmond, just outside.
I mean, we'd know soon enough if it was going to hit our press box.
That one's skied, but good fight from Link. 2-2. Smoked down the left field line, but foul. So Link had a similar batted ball just like that as last time up. Tapered one down the third base line, but just missed out on extra bases once again. The 2-2 fourth coming from Richmond. In there, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts, and the 2nd strikeout of the day from Link. But Richmond is rolling right now.
He's got 2 strikeouts in this inning. 4 on the night. Still isn't allowed to run. He's in a good position right now.
He'll have a tough task if he wants to strike out the side, though, as Joseph Lynch steps in. That's a ball. Lynch did strike out his last time up, though. Though one of the better hitters on this Mines squad, batting .471 coming into tonight. That one hit on the ground, up the middle. Man will make the play, and another clean inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Ore Diggers as Richmond moves us to the 5th inning. Buffs lead at 5-0.
Christian McCollum gets ready for his 5th inning of work against this Colorado Buffaloes lineup. A.J. Wine back up to the plate after the 4th inning ended with a failed steal attempt at home from Mason Bailey. And, of course, since Wine was at the plate, since he didn't finish the at-bat, he'll go up again.
He's had a bit of a rough day so far. Struck out his first time up. Just a bit of a ground out last time, but he'll look to do damage. I mean, he does. What was a Mid-America West Player of the Week this season. And 5th-year senior playing most likely his last game at Scott Carpenter Park. Looking to make an impact.
Swing and a miss there. It is a 1-1 count for Wine. The only 5th-year senior on this team. One of 3 Buffs who have cranked 2 home runs. As he hits this one to short, Brewski bobbles it. Throwing to first, it's late. No, he got him at first. Brewski able to salvage something on that play. Get Wine out.
Yeah, and if you're Brewski, you got to be having the biggest sigh of relief of maybe your entire life. I mean, that would have been his 4th error of today, and a really bang play over at first. Though that's Wine's 2nd ground out, so he's struggling a bit. Really tried hard to beat that one out, not quite able to do so.
Ashton Unzicker digs in. Looks at strike 1 as it curves into the zone. Unzicker, one of 3 Buffs who have picked up an RBI tonight. Picked up the first of the evening, scoring Hoffman from 2nd in the top of the 1st. He grounds this right back to McCollum. He'll flip it over to Link. He'll make the play, and that'll retire Unzicker. 2 up, 2 down quickly for Mines.
Yeah, and I think what Mines needs right now is to just roll through an inning. They've only had one inning today where the Buffs haven't scored. And now with 2 quick outs, I mean, you want to get back in the batter's box as soon as you can. Down 5-zip. No real threat of a mercy rule yet. I mean, mercy rule would start to apply this inning. The Buffs are able to scratch off 5 with 2 down, but good innings so far. Good start from McCollum. Despite 5 runs given up, I'd still consider this a quality day for the sophomore.
The 1-0 pitch to Garcia swung on and just got enough of the bat to consider it a foul tip. There's a 1-1 count. There are 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Garcia trying to do some more damage. Swing and a miss there. Garcia does have an RBI on the fly out to center field, as Unzicker did end up tagging from 2nd and scoring after the catch from Alex Moore right at the warning track. So it's a 1-2 count with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Garcia trying to stay alive. That pitch low in the dirt. Ball 2.
So yeah, I did kind of forget that was a sacrifice fly. Pretty wild play to. You don't usually see a sac fly from where the runner scores from 2nd, but Unzicker just tagging up in time.
The 2-2 pitch is high. It is a full count now. Garcia maybe thinking about drawing a walk now. Here's the payoff pitch. Bounces off the glove of Caden Wells, and Andrew Garcia will draw the walk.
Yeah, I mean, his on-base percentage was 120 points over his batting average coming into today. Though, Alex, I wonder what you think of this rule. I don't know if you know it. But on a sacrifice fly, your batting average stays the same, but your on-base percentage goes down. I've always been confused by that.
That doesn't make any sense. Well, your on-base percentage technically does go down because you didn't get on base, but shouldn't your average go down as well?
I would think it would be nothing, considering like a sac fly, not even really considered an at-bat. So, interesting. I'd have to look into the rule book on that.
I would treat it more as like a reach on error, fielder's choice type of deal as well, rather than just kind of a hit by pitch or a walk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I only know that because I play MLB The Show, and I notice like I get a sack fly, and my on base percentage goes down. Like, damn, I never draw walks. Why do I gotta like? Sometimes my on base percentage will be lower than my batting average.
Of course, you figured this out through the show. I mean, I mean, I'm over the show. It seems like it seems like SBS has quite a. They're quite fans of MLB The Show, not including yourself. Pritchard hits this one right into center. A solid grounder. He's going to get on with a single. Garcia's going to head to third.
Yeah, hit and run action there. Garcia got a really nice jump on the 1-2 pitch, and that's what Pritchard does best. He gets those solid knocks, and now has the Buffs in a decent position after McCollum started this inning on a really good note, but the 2-out walk, you know how I always think about the 2-out walk. It can lead to some bad things. And now it's Richmond's turn to maybe make him pay.
The dreaded 2-out walk. We've seen it several times with this team. This Buffs team has done a great job over the past couple of years in rallying after a dreaded 2-out walk like this. They've been able to put some real runs on the board in some of those situations. A 1 pitch to Richmond is outside. So pitcher v. pitcher in McCollum versus Richmond right now, as Richmond watches pitch number 3 to him go outside for a ball.
So yeah, big opportunity for Richmond. Not the greatest day at the plate so far, but he can hit, and big 2-out opportunity now.
He fouls that one behind the park. He'll go to 29th in Arapahoe once again.
I have to correct myself again. I don't know why I said Richmond's had a bad day at the plate. He singled last time. He has one of the better hits of the day.
Richmond's reached both times up as well, as he got on via error his first time up as well. So a 2-2 count as he fouls that one back with 2 outs and 2 on. Pritchard at first, Garcia at third. And that one bounces off the bat of Richmond and off the mask of Caden Wells.
Yeah, we heard him kind of groan after that one. That one's always going to sting. Foul tip off the mask. But good job by Richmond staying in this at-bat. Really made McCollum work after 2 quick outs in this inning.
The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded down the third baseline. Lynch stops it, tries to complete the throw to second, and he's safe. He is safe at second. Pritchard beats out the throw. Richmond on for the 3rd time today. This time it's a fielder's choice, and the inning keeps going with Coleman to bat.
Actually ruled a hit. What a play.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, what a play by the president there. Close play. From my view, I thought he might have been out, but umpire's closer than me, so.
The Mines infield agreed with you.
Yeah, everybody was going back to the first base dugout, but that's a big play because now it's 6-0, and after McCollum really started this inning hot, now a run across.
The dreaded 2-out walk strikes again as Garcia is able to score. Man now with a runner at first and second. Pritchard in scoring position. All right, trying to get him. And the throw is wild. Pritchard will stay put at second, though. Mines is very lucky in that scenario right now.
Yeah, they've had some really sloppy fielding today, and it's cost them arguably 3 runs. And kind of going back to the play, I'm actually not sure if it would be ruled a base hit or an error on the third baseman, because that was a pretty routine play. They just were late on the throw.
Strike 1 called. They did give the hit to Richmond. Buffs now up to 6 hits on the night. Still 2 outs, 2 base runners for the Buffaloes. Coleman trying to score one maybe as he watches the third pitch to him go inside for ball 2.
Yeah, man, another nice opportunity. Was able to reach his last time up, got all the way home.
Swing and a miss. That got the butt of the bat. And so a 2-2. The 2-2 pitch and pitch number 100 for Christian McCollum is fouled off right at home plate by Coleman.
Tough break again. I mean, that could have been caught by the catcher. Not necessarily hit too hard. Caught by the catcher. That's out 3. But, yeah, like you mentioned, 100 pitches now for McCollum. He's really been working today. I really trust the arm, though. Some sloppy fielding and solid hitting from the Buffs.
Man hits that one and smokes it down the right field line and foul.
Yeah, just a really nice 2-out rally. No matter how this inning ends, you got to be happy that after those, 2 quick outs, you battled, you stayed in it, you got a run across, you gave them a little bit more cushion. And Richmond, 4 shutout innings, looking for 5. I mean, you've got to imagine Richmond's going to keep pitching until, you feel, now that you have the run support, until you feel like the Ordigers could really come back. And right now, it's hard to imagine with how Richmond's performed so far.
2-2 pitch, grounded foul again. And Coleman is fouled off, if I'm correct, 4 straight pitches. 3 or 4 straight pitches here.
Yeah, I mean, your least favorite thing with a pitcher as talented as McCollum is a stubborn batter. And that's what Mann has been this at-bat. He's done a really nice job battling.
As that one gets behind Caden Wells, the runners will advance. And now the count is full, and Coleman now has 2 runners in scoring position. Big moment for the freshman.
Yeah, we've mentioned no RBI so far this year. Thought he had one with the error, but wouldn't count for him on most scorecards. Though now a chance to maybe bring across 2 and a big gap in the right side of the infield, maybe looking to put something the other way.
The 3-2 pitch is low, and the bases are loaded as McCollum walks Mann.
What an at-bat from Mann. I mean, you don't get your RBI, but you really make a statement with that kind of at-bat that you can be a presence in this lineup going forward. I mean, as a freshman, that's such a big thing to prove to a coach that, against a pitcher of this capabilities, I can battle, I can work these extremely long at-bats and set up a bases-loaded opportunity now.
Mason Bailey now up for his 3rd trip to the plate. He swings and misses on the first pitch. Quick 0-1 count. Now a very dangerous situation for Christian McCollum with the bases loaded. Strike 2 called. That's the perfect chance for McCollum to calm down and get out of this inning.
Yeah, I mean, Bailey, technically, the mercy rule inducing run, I mean, it wouldn't end the game, but it would certainly set things up for the bottom of the 5th to possibly do it.
That one chopped foul. And so Bailey will head back to the batter's box, still in an 0-2 count.
Yeah, I mean, this inning looked like it was going to be over in a blink, but now it's been just a long stare and an unfortunate one for McCollum, who's had a really nice day, just hasn't been able to get out of this inning.
And that pitch nearly ended it, but it missed the zone just barely. It's a 1-2 count.
Yeah, I thought I was about to do an announcer jinx again there, but no go.
Another ball outside this time, and once again, it is a 2-2 count.
Yeah, again, really nice at-bats from Bailey. This will be the 6th pitch of it.
Swing and a miss. It's on the turf. And they'll get the force out at first. Drop 3rd strike. That will end the inning. The dreaded 2-out walk starts a rally. The Buffs will only get 1 run, though. They lead 6-0 going to the bottom of the 5th here in Boulder. Welcome back, everyone, to Scott Carpenter Park. We're ready for the bottom of the fifth between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Colorado School of Mines. Zachary Wilms up to the plate to lead things off for Mines, and safe to say the last time he was up, he surprised us all. Looked at one pitch from Ethan Richmond and sent it deep into left center, and it hit down right at the warning track, nearly sent it out of the park.
Yeah, this will be only his 15th at-bat of the season, just his 16th plate appearance, but he has made the most of them. That was his 7th hit his last time up.
He'll watch the first pitch this time. It drops in for strike one. Richmond entering his 5th inning of work as he throws another strike. So quick 0-2 count against Wilms. Richmond trying to send him back to the dugout. And that one outside, and the Buffs dugout has a visceral reaction to that one.
Yeah, I mean, Richmond has retired every Mine batter since Wilms' last plate appearance, so big chance.
He smokes it into left, and will get on with a leadoff single, and now he's 2 for 2 as he puts that into left.
Yeah, as I kind of jinxed him again. Well, not entirely. It's just that Wilms has been kind of Richmond's kryptonite, as good as Richmond has been today. And a big leadoff hit, because, I mean, the Mines have needed a rally starter for a while now. Still no runs today.
First pitch to Declan Ward-Newbro is in there for strike one.
Yeah, I mean, and you're kind of running out of outs to work with. Just a 7-inning game. Now we're already in the bottom of the 5th. This game's kind of flown by.
As that one's popped up behind home plate and out of the park. And you're right, Harrison. This game really has gone by fairly quickly. Not a ton of walks. Really, the top of the 5th was probably the longest half inning, as that one did feel like it carried on a little bit. But outside of that, we haven't seen that, but Ethan Richmond will pick up another strikeout. Ward-Newbro goes back to the dugout looking.
Yeah, 5th strikeout of the day from Richmond. And, I mean, he came into today as a really reliable pitcher, and he's come out of it even more reliable. I mean, you have to love the momentum you've seen from the Buffs recently, looking for win number 6 in a row.
Max Cornelius now digs in for the Orediggers. Richmond missed him on the first pitch. Second pitch misses inside this time.
Yeah, I mean, Richmond's had some spurts where he's thrown a couple consecutive balls, but I don't think he's had any walks today. Been really in control on the mound and in control of a lot of these hitters.
Pitch number 3 is outside, in danger of walking his first batter right now, just as you say it, Harrison. You kind of dodged the announcer jinx a couple times, but I don't know if you'll dodge it this time around.
Well, to double jinx it, I say this is going to be a ball. What do you think of that?
It goes right down the middle. It's strike one.
Yeah, I've had plenty of them this year, but I'm just going to stay quiet for now.
Grounded up, bounced off the mound, and Wine almost flips it behind his back. Coleman wasn't ready for that, and, it's going to be a hit for Max Cornelius, and almost a really nifty play from Wine there. Tried to make the most out of this situation, as that was a very generous bounce for Cornelius off the bump.
Yeah, just the 4th hit of the day by Mines, but the 2nd of this inning. And, you've got to wonder now, still 1 out, still can get the double play, but maybe start to think about going to a different arm at this point. Maybe you got, who's up now? Can't tell.
You got Caden Wells up right now.
Caden Wells, maybe thinking bunt.
So Wells with a runner in scoring position and 1 out, and a big scenario for Mines. As he pops that one up behind home plate, that'll also go behind the press box here. Not sure if that one will get out of the yard. But it looks like they're going to go try and go grab the ball as if it did leave the yard. It's a 1-1 count with 1 out and 2 on for Caden Wells. Big leadoff there for Wilms. And that pitch misses outside.
Yeah, Richmond in a tricky spot now. I mean, you got the 1 out. Got to retire. Got to hope to get a ground ball. Nice, easier double play than the last ground ball was. That one was right up the middle. Really tough situation for Wine to deal with.
Strike 2 called. And Wells now down to his last strike. There's still 1 out to give for Mines, but they'd like to try and get a run here to try and start a rally.
Yeah, 7-inning game as we mentioned. I mean, big opportunity though. You can't leave these runners stranded.
Check swing, it's outside, and the count's full.
Yeah, one side saying good take, one side saying it should have been strike 3. So, big pitch now coming, full count. Possibly we could see the runners going. Never mind.
That one fouled off towards the Buffs dugout. So Wells stays in the AB, trying to make the most of it. Maybe get the Mines on the scoreboard, and pick up their 5th hit. Be 2nd in a row, and 3 of the last 4 batters picking up a hit. That's what they're going to try to do here with a full count.
Yeah, Wells done a nice job fighting in the 9-hole. Could set up the top of the order if he's able to keep this rally going.
Strike 3 called. He got him looking. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th now. Wells goes down looking. He's going to bring up Lane Bomer, the leadoff man, with 2 outs. Mines still scoreless. Big strikeout for Richmond.
Yeah, he's been working the corners really well today. Got him freezing again. His 2nd strikeout looking of the inning.
Swing and a miss there from Bomer. And I didn't go through all the way, but still enough of a swing nonetheless. It's an 0-1 pitch now. It misses outside. So it's a 1-1 count. And we continue to see Ethan Richmond really try to get the outside of the zone.
Yeah, I mean, no matter how the start ends, you have to love it because, pitching has been a real struggle this year for CU, but you have this stretch from Richmond. It gives you some hope going into regionals.
This one popped up towards first. Garcia going back, and he cannot hang on to it. It's foul. So no harm, no foul there. But a tough catch there for Garcia, going behind, looking over his shoulder like he's running a corner route, and just could not hold on to it.
Yeah, I mean, almost in a spectacular play. I thought that had a chance to score him fair, which, fair in Richmond to go after that one. Not quite able to make the play, but now you're in a 1-2 count. And Richmond, in another scenario, could have his 3rd strikeout of the inning. Emphasis on could. I don't want to jinx him.
Well, let's see. Well, I mean, I wouldn't call it a jinx quite yet,
The
but
at-bat isn't over. The at-bat is not over.
and you better be holding your breath here.
Well, I did say could. Anything can happen in baseball. It could be a home run. It could be a walk. It could be a pop fly. It could be a balk. Who knows? The sky could fall, as Nick just said next to me.
And we're not in Chicken Little, though.
Good point.
What else can I say? Great movie. Great movie.
Spectacular movie.
That one brings a lot of nostalgia for me. That's a fun one to go back and rewatch. If you've not seen it, it's a pretty fun adventure. It's a bit of an oddball type of movie. As a full count pitch catches his own for strike 3, and Ethan Richmond strikes out the side, getting all 3 outs in the inning.
Yeah, another strikeout looking. I mean, he's been crooked today. He's been absolutely dealing, and he's got 5 shutout innings now. And they've got the Oreggers down to their last 6 outs. That one might have been on like the very lowest part of the zone. I mean, batter thought it was the 4th ball, which would set up a really interesting scenario. But Richmond, he's been getting those, convenient calls. I mean, when you're pitching as good as you are, you're going to get those type of calls.
We'll be back for the 6th inning. It's 6-0 Buffaloes.
So we're back for the 6th inning. You're listening to Schoolball Sports. If you're just joining us, it is 6-0 Colorado. Ethan Richmond dominant on the mound so far. But on the other end, it's a pitching change for the Oreggers as Christian McCollum ends his day. It'll be Zach Link, a 5th-year senior, on the bump for this inning. But before we get to Link, we wanted to bring up the Mid-America West standings currently. So, Alex, what can you tell me about what the where everyone stands heading into regionals?
Well, at the bottom, rounding out the bottom half of the conference, Wyoming at a 1-10 conference record, Northern Colorado with a 3-8 conference record, and Air Force with a 2-5 conference record. Mines is sitting at 3rd in the conference right now with a 5-3 conference record. 8-5 overall. The Buffs currently sit at 2nd with an 11-3 conference record, 12-5 overall. Colorado State holding on to that top spot right now, 9-2 in conference, 10-15 overall. They'll have the Rams and the Oreggers will get together one more time. The Rams will have a 3-game series against Air Force, I think this weekend, and that would be the end of league play and decide who ends up winning the Mid-America West. So Colorado State controls their own destiny as we enter the top of the 6th.
And leading off that inning will be Thomas Klein, starting in left field. 0 for 2 on the day. He'll face off against Link, the new pitcher for Mines. That one in the zone as Link's off to a nice start. Has, I believe, 2 appearances on the season. Yeah, 2 games pitched, no starts. Has a 3.86 ERA. Has a loss on the season, and he's off to a good start with Klein in an 0-2 hole.
Yeah, good start here for Link, but that I do not want to discredit the job that Christian McCollum did. He had a solid outing, even though he let up 6 runs. It was a tough day, but he did a good job at the plate, or at the mound.
Foul tip off the catcher's mask once again from Klein. And I don't know if the mic caught it, but he meant on the mound, not at bat. From McCollum. So Link has 7 Ks on the year to 6 walks. 2.36 whip coming into the weekend. The 0-2 delivery is high. So Klein looking to Let me get some bottom of the order lightning going for CU, despite his rough day and overall up and down season. Overall, coming into tonight, 273. Just outside, even count at 2.
Well, CU's just trying to they're trying to keep their foot on the gas. They want to end this game, obviously, but they'll be content with the 6-0 lead right now.
Swing and a miss as Link strikes out Klein to start his appearance. 1 down. And back to the top of the order for the Buffs as it'll be Nathan Hoffman.
And, well, we're at that point now where we're starting to look at maybe this is going to be the last at-bat of the season for some of these guys here at Scott Carpenter Park. I want to see a big one from Nathan Hoffman here.
Yeah, he still has some time left with CU. Should be a crucial player heading into regionals and potentially even further as he's led the Buffs in batting average, hits, and RBIs. In a 1-0 count. That one's hit hard out to left field, down the line, and foul.
Looked eerily similar to the hit he had 2 weeks ago that nearly went for the cycle. Right down the left field line, just curves a little foul and into the bench there.
So that one drifting just out of play. Not quite out of play, but towards the Buffs dugout where there is Dylan Gray warming up for CU. Some potential for relief despite Ethan Richmond's great outing as that one's in the dirt for ball 2. Hoffman 1 for 3 today. Led this game off with a double. Hasn't found his way on base since. Two 2-1 pitch is right there for strike 2.
And that one was just right down Broadway. No funny business about that pitch.
Yeah, Link's done a good job finding the zone early in this appearance. And we've seen some of these pitchers for the opposing teams have had trouble finding the zone. Lots of walks today, but all these pitchers have done a really nice job finding the zone consistently. Swing and a miss. Buckled him there. So 2 straight strikeouts from Zach Link out of the pen. And now 2 are gone for A.J. Wine.
Well, and I think that's a big reason why this game has felt like it's flown by almost. It's been an hour, 45 minutes since the game started, and we're in the top of the 6th right now. A lot of the reasons why some of these games have carried on and felt like they've gone on forever is because of the amount of walks, especially when both teams have gotten into their bullpens, extended innings, big hits, and just running up the score. We're sitting at 6-0 right now, and it's a pretty healthy baseball game right now. Nothing too wildly offensive, but nothing too wildly defensive.
0-1 to Wine, misses inside. Wine struggling today, 0 for 3. Looking to redeem himself as a 5th-year senior, possibly his last at-bat at Scott Carpenter Park in Boulder. That one hit high. Can you believe it? The senior has gone yard as a home run for A.J. Wine.
What a way to go out. A.J. Wine sends it out of the park. And you literally just said it, trying to make a stamp and trying to cement his legacy here at Scott Carpenter Park in what could be his final at-bat. He does not miss. He called his shot and sent it out of here deep into right.
And he earns himself his 3rd home run chain of the season. He now leads the team in homers and makes this game a 7-0 scoreline. What a moment from the 5th-year second baseman. As that'll bring up Ashton Unzicker, and just wow, that was special.
Hard to follow that up. Ashton Unzicker's in a tough spot right now. Hard to follow up the electricity that comes from something like that.
He'll take a strike, and they're showing Wine some love in the pen. Been a really nice presence Was 0 for 3 coming into that bat, but made a big stamp, the biggest hit of this game so far. First extra base hit in quite a while for CU, and it was a big one.
Could say the reverse announcer jinx struck that time because you, again, mentioned he was 0 for 3 at the plate and was trying to make a stamp. Next thing you know, he sends it out of the park. Harrison, I don't know what it is tonight, but you have a knack for kind of predicting the exact opposite of what's going to happen.
I truly do. I mean, this is why you love club sports. I know this is our last club sports broadcast of the school year. Yours, Alex, graduating in just a few days. Your last time going to be in this booth, and that's kind of those moments you dream of when you think of club sports. Just something small, maybe meaningless on the grand scale, but super special for all these players and all these fans and parents and people tuning into this broadcast.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's going to be something that A.J. Wine is going to be looking at for years to come once, he gets older. Kind of remember some of the great moments that he had out here at CU. And that's exactly why we do these broadcasts. We want to make sure we get the best of the best. We want to make sure that we can bring out the best of these athletes and, give them their props for the great athletes that they are and give them the coverage they deserve.
So Unzicker draws a full count walk, following up the crazy homer to extend the inning a little more after Link started his inning again, getting 2 quick outs, but runner goes, and he's in there. Unzicker steals a bag for Andrew Garcia.
Well, and this looks eerily similar to last inning. 2 quick outs from the hand of McCollum, different pitcher, and dreaded 2-out walk. And, well, obviously not exactly the same circumstances as A.J. Wine hit a home run, but got to be careful to not let up another run here.
Yeah, I took the words pretty much right out of my mouth as Garcia's in a 2-0 count. Good position for the junior. Walked his last time up, possibly looking to draw another. 2 gone here in the 6th. Ball 3.
Possibly another dreaded 2-out walk coming up here.
So, yeah, Link started his day well. 2 straight strikeouts. But now, the exclamation of a homer from Wine and a walk and maybe another. 3-0 pitch is in the zone for a strike. So Link trying to work himself back into this, potentially keep this game in somewhat striking distance. 7 runs isn't unheard of.
The Buffs have been able to score that in 1 inning several times this season.
That's a pretty good point. A lot of these teams playing out in Scott Carpenter Park have made do on the, high altitude, lots of great hitting. But another walk drawn from Garcia on 5 pitches rather. So now runners on first and second for the Prez, Matt Pritchard.
Well, and you think back to that 5th inning, the dreaded 2-out walk. Who started that rally and who was walked to start that rally? Andrew Garcia. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
And Pritchard had a single his last time up, his only plate appearance of today. Or second last time up. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. And while the wind isn't going crazy, the hat has certainly come off of Link's head on several occasions in this short appearance.
He's really getting after some of these pitches. That last one, I could just hear it off the smack of the glove. That one was a heater. He's giving it his all tonight.
0-1 pitch outside. Wells keeping everybody calm out on the field and on the base paths. 1-1 count to Pritchard. The delivery is fouled off as the hat came off again. kind of hard to believe. You know, we counted last time. There was this crazy win. Not really too bad tonight. But, I mean, like you're saying, Link is slinging it. And has Pritchard in a 1-2 count here. One, two in there for strike three, as Link has 3 strikeouts in the day, but a home run from the 5th-year senior A.J. Wine makes this game 7-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. CU leads. So we're back at Scott Carpenter Park for the bottom of the 6th inning. Colorado leads the Colorado School of Mines 7-0 here on a beautiful night in Boulder. A pitching change for the Buffs as Dylan Gray takes over for Ethan Richmond. Richmond 5 shutout innings, 76 pitches, no walks and 4 hits. An awesome day on the mound from Richmond, and he'll hand the ball over to Gray, who will try to at least start the last 6 outs of this game, as it's a 7-inning game. Mines looking to scrape their way back in it, possibly relief for the new pitcher, but Gray is a force on the mound.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Gray can do on the mound. First, of course, it takes 6 innings for the Buffs to go to their bullpen, something that we really have not seen a ton this season. We've seen Unzicker and Richmond pitch into the 5th or the 6th a couple times, but this is a good sign. Leading 7-0, you got a great cushion. Gray's got a lot to work with, but of course cannot get lackadaisical with it. If he sticks to the game plan, should be fine.
So Gray's first batter he'll face will be the top of the order for the Orediggers. It'll be Alex Moore. Make that the 2-hole hitter in Moore. Moore 0 for 2. 2 flyouts on his day. That one grounded over to third and gets through the glove of Unzicker. Down the line for a base hit, and he's chugging for 2. And he'll get in there safely. So, most likely what will be ruled an error on Unzicker will result in a runner in scoring position early on for Mines.
Yeah, so an error for Unzicker there, but still able to dig in for 2, makes the most out of the situation there, and now sets things up for Mines. And it took just 1 pitch.
So that'll bring up Connor Brewski in the 3-hole today. Popped up behind us for strike 1. Brewski 1 for 2 today. Had an extra base hit his first time up. And he'll look to get a run home, as it's been a shutout today from the Buffs. But a new pitcher on the mound may mean some new life for the Ore Diggers. Gray misses outside. Gray batted in the Wyoming series, one of the pitchers that were able to get their first at-bats of the season in there, and had a hit. So, I mean, talk about pitchers that can rake. As that one's fouled back again for strike 2.
Couple of close calls. That's like 2 or 3. It's 2 in a row now with Brewski batting, but 3 or 4 that have been popped up and thought that it could have hit the press box, but none of them have so far. We're all okay in here.
Yeah, you've been crossing your fingers. Thankfully, we've avoided the shell shock that comes with some of those foul balls.
Nothing is as bad as if a ball hitting the bleachers right in front of us.
1-2 smoked into center, and it'll drop for a base hit. Runner will hold at third, but a base hit from Connor Brewski. Leaves runners on the corners now, still nobody out. So another good start to the inning for Mines, as that'll bring up the man who just pitched this last inning in Zach Link.
And Link 0 for 2 today. Struck out both times. Leads the team in strikeouts. It's got to start making some contact here.
Yeah, ultimate chance for redemption, especially after giving up the home run on the mound last inning. Had 3 strikeouts, though, as he had a bit of an up-and-down inning, kind of a, allowed some base runners, had the homer, but 3 Ks limit the damage to just a run. He'll take a strike on the bender from Gray. As they'll check on the runner first, they might have got him. They did! A pickoff from Gray as he got Brewski napping over at first for this inning's first out.
Wow. I think that might be the first time we've seen someone on either side in the game here at Scott Carpenter Park get picked off.
Yeah, it's that lefty pickoff move. Kind of got Brewski a little bit too far off of first. So now 1 out. 1-0 pitch misses. But a big first one for the Buffs, as they'll try to limit the damage on this rally. They'll still run 90 feet away. The 1-1 delivery just misses. Another breaking ball trying to catch the outside corner. So 2-1 to Link. 2-1 hit hard into center. Bailey tracking it, and it'll get over his head for an extra base hit. That'll bring home the first run of the day for the Mines. And Zach Link has a 1-out double to put the Ore Diggers on the board. It's 7-1.
That was very similar to Andrew Garcia's hit right into center, although that one didn't have as much height to it. But it also bounced right at the warning track. That's the second time for Mines as well that they've had a hit look like it could have gone out of the park, but it hits the warning track. And for Zach Link, if he hit that anywhere else besides straightaway center, right at the 387 mark, that ball's out of here.
Yeah, really squared up well, almost too well, considering that one was really far, landing over Bailey's head, as that'll bring up Joseph Lynch. That one hit hard out to left. Looks like it'll hook foul, though, and it does, but that one would have gone out of here if it stayed fair.
Did that one hit the dirt before he hit it? Like it almost felt like one of those hits that could have had something like that happen. Maybe. I don't think it did, but I mean that looked like something like that would have happened.
So Gray's giving up some hard contact, but and the first run across from Mines, though they're still up 7-1, as that's a swing and a miss. Big one. Big rip at it from Lynch, but it's an 0-2 count.
You cannot discredit this Mines team. These guys can hit, and they can hit it far. But, of course, they're going to need that type of hitting right now.
Gray sets and fires. 0-2 in the dirt. some
The
action from the
Buffs
Buffs
dugout has kept me entertained all season long with some of their reactions to these pitches. It's actually hilarious.
So Gray still in a 1-2 count as he twists the ball around his fingers for the 1-2 delivery. And it's a ball, just missing high. Thought I might have had strike 3, but a 2-2 count now. Lynch fighting in it. One of the few seniors on this Mine squad, as that one will miss high again.
He is that close to picking up that third strike. He's that close. Just has to get a call from the ref at this point.
1 out, runner on second. The payoff pitch is hit, chopped to Wine over at second base, and they will get the second out. Runner advances to third, but a weakly hit grounder retires Lynch.
Well, this is an important at-bat here. 2 outs. You have a runner at third. You really want to score. You really want to score him so you can cut this lead down to 5 and have a realistic chance going into the bottom of the 7th. Of course, maybe a 2-out rally is in store as well.
So Zachary Willems, the only man the Buffs haven't retired today, steps in and puts this one right through the infield for an RBI single. It's 7-2 now. So he's 3 for 3 today, and Willems just been kryptonite for these Buffs pitchers.
Yeah, he's got 3 hits. Of course, the first one almost a home run. But yeah, Wilms has been the guy for Mines that they can rely on. And they're going to have to rely on more than just him to get back in this game, as they've got Declan Ward-Newbro at the plate now.
And what do you know? Another pickoff from Dylan Gray ends the inning. So the shutout hopes for Colorado come to an end, but Dylan Gray with 2 pickoffs in the inning to prevent any further damage. It's 7-2 as we head to the 7th inning. You're listening to SCO Buff Sports.
One inning to go in Boulder. It's 7-2 Buffs as we enter the top of the 7th. Evan Harnish, a pinch hitter, replacing former pitcher Ethan Richmond, now acting as the DH as he hits and leads off this 7th inning for the Buffaloes. You're listening to SCO Buff Sports. We hope you've enjoyed this broadcast so far. I'm Alex Roberts, and I'm joined by Harrison Simeon in the press box here at Scott Carpenter Park on a very nice night in Boulder, Colorado. Approaching the finish line with the Buffs leading by 5 after they let up the first 2 runs of the game, 2 Mines in the last half inning. Their lead is shrunk down to 5 as Harnish digs in. He fouls that one off back. Harnish batting at the bottom of the barrel in terms of the average, just sub 100 at batting at a .091% this season. Just one hit in 11 appearances. Looking to pick up his second hit against Zach Link here as he fouls that one back. It's a 1-2 count.
I will say, he's had 15 appearances and he has a .333 on base percentage. So he's, gotten on base to a decent degree, despite not maybe getting a lot of hits. We've seen some of his contributions. He's reached on some errors, had some hard hit balls, but I'm still trying to figure things out.
And ball 2 call, that one's outside. But that's something you can say for a lot of those guys down at the bottom of the order, or in terms of the average listing here. They may not have got a lot of hits, but they've been getting on base and still contributing to this offense.
Yeah, and Harnish is senior. Oh,
he sends it into center, and that's going to get down. It's a hit for Evan Harnish. And what could be his last at-bat at Scott Carpenter Park, as you just mentioned, Harnish, a senior for this Buffs team, picks up a big hit to lead off the top of the 7th.
Yeah, and if you want, we can go through the seniors right now. I mean, there's Harnish, who just batted, Grant McCullough, Jack Sheehan, Sam Tomaszek, Tyler Modell, Dylan Gray, who's on the mound currently, Alex Davis, Blake Carey, Ethan Richmond, who had a awesome last outing in Scott Carpenter Park, and, of course, A.J. Wine.
So a big list of seniors for this Buffs team, as Coleman, a freshman, trying to have a good last at-bat here to carry momentum into next season. As the runners go into second, Harnish will slide in safely.
Yeah, Harnish doing a good job there. Ball bouncing out of the glove. But, man, looking to keep the rally going as a freshman. He's had a nice day. I mean, had a really good at-bat last time, drawing the walk. And looking to do some more damage here in a good position with nobody out in a 2-0 count and a runner in scoring position.
So, man, staring down a 3-0 count. Link trying to avoid the walk.
Jack Sheehan, one of the seniors I just mentioned, is on deck.
And that pitch is low. Coleman will take first base. It's a 4-pitch walk. As you mentioned, Harrison, Jack Sheehan steps up to the plate for one last time. No, Mason Bailey's still. It's still Mason Bailey.
I stand corrected.
Still wearing number 13, and I will come to your defense. It is a bit difficult to read the white numbers on the gold. It can be a bit difficult. I can understand it.
Yeah. Sheehan is warming up in the pen, according to our audio correspondents up here in the press box.
Yeah, shout out to Eric and Montana. They've been doing a great job helping us out all year long. Great guys for the team. As they just said, 2 ex-presidents of the club. Eric, I also was told early in the season by manager Reynolds that Eric leads the club on all-time slugging percentage. So, kind of, we're joined by some important faces in the history of this club.
Some legends, if you will.
All-American, whatever.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure having the All-Americans up here helping us with the sound system. At least Eric was. He's been doing a great job running the sound system all year long, getting these walk-up songs, getting everything going. I want to give them their flowers for what they've done this season, sticking around the club. Montana's been running the scoreboard that the fans in attendance will be watching They're out in right center. And once again, he's been doing a great job, too. 3-0 count. And Mason Bailey also draws the walk. 2 back-to-back 4-pitch walks for Zach Link, and the bases are loaded.
So, yeah, good opportunity for Klein now, sophomore, trying to get some insurance across. I mean, you had the 2 runs come across last time around for Mines, and, you know, now a big-time opportunity. Bases loaded, nobody out, and a chance to really push this game even more out of reach.
If Mines really has a shot of winning this game, they really cannot let up any runs going forward. But they're in a very, very, very tough hole. Bases jacked with nobody out. And Link able to deal a strike there to Thomas Klein to start the AB.
Yeah, Link with 3 strikeouts on the day, definitely looking for 1 now. I mean, that's the best case scenario if you're on the mound.
The 0-1 pitch is high. It's a 1-1 count now to Thomas Klein, who's looking to drive in a couple runs. That one in there for strike 2, catches the outside of the zone. So Thomas Klein down to his last strike.
Yeah, really solid pitch, but now Klein's got to fight, protect the plate here. Still bases loaded.
Oh, and he swung at that one. Yeah, very reactionary. He saw the pitch go by, knew it was a strike, might as well swing. He kind of pulled back, and tough way to go down. 1 out. And as you said, best case scenario for Zach Link there, pick up the strikeout.
Yeah, it's 4th in the day, and unfortunately just a tough night for Thomas Klein. But now that brings up Nathan Hoffman, the best hitter, arguably, on this Buff squad.
Strike 1 called. And barring a double play, A.J. Wine will get 1 more at bat as he stands in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, Hoffman, though, struck out, was the first strikeout victim of Link his last time up, and now is in an 0-2 count.
Link trying to recover after back-to-back 4-pitch walks with back-to-back strikeouts. It's an 0-2 count to Nathan Hoffman. And he watches that one go by. It's ball 1.
Yeah, Buff's a little hesitant at the plate, I'm noticing, these last couple batters. I mean, it's a big opportunity. I mean, we've seen them strand the bases loaded before, though.
The 1-2. Swung on, grounded back over towards third. Lynch makes the play, 1 out. And they thought about trying to turn 2, could not do so. Just decides to hold on to the ball. 1 run will score. It's 8-2. And now it's a double play. There must have been another force out, another tag, something.
Interference at second did not slide. So that guy got called out too.
Does run score, though?
Run should.
Well,
Don't know.
we're going to figure this out here. But we were told by Eric that might as well just ask him. But what we know right now is a double play because runner interference at second base. So it becomes a double play. They get out of the inning, and we'll get that information to you as soon as we can, whether or not the run did score, as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Buffs lead 7-2 or 8-2. We'll keep you guys in touch. 7-2. And we'll count. 7-2 Buffs. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Jack Sheehan steps on the mound for the Buffaloes to try and close things out after Mines pitches just their second scoreless inning of the ball game. One final trip to the plate for Jack Sheehan.
To the mound.
Oh, yeah, to the mound.
But Sheehan, one of the seniors on this team, has, I believe, closed out some games before.
He has.
Yeah. As of the CSU series, he'd played in 3 games this season. Hasn't given up a run all year. Yeah, there's no pitching stats.
So it's Declan Ward-Newbro to lead things off for the Ore Diggers. Down to their last gasp. Need 5 runs to tie this one up. First pitch in there for a strike, and the Buff bench loves it.
Yeah, this night has been about the seniors, and if Sheehan can be the last man to make a contribution today on the mound, I mean, that would be such a great moment for the team.
That one grounded right to Garcia. They will rule it a foul ball. So it's an 0-2 count for Ward-Newbro. Sheehan trying to pick up a strikeout on just 3 pitches. Pitch in the dirt. Held there by Pritchard. It's a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Drops in there for strike 3. He got him looking. And Jack Sheehan picks up a strikeout in his last pitching appearance at Scott Carpenter Park.
Yeah, pulling the string there. Really nice breaking ball. Sneaking in the zone. A lot of strikeouts looking today. They've been freezing these Ore Diggers, and not too chilly of a night.
Here's to bring up Max Cornelius with 1 down, and Mines needing 5 runs. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Sheehan is yet to throw a ball so far. He's 4 for 4 on throwing strikes. Or actually, I lied. 4 of 5 now for throwing strikes. As that one bounces off the glove of Matt Pritchard. And it's just the second ball thrown by Jack Sheehan tonight. 1 out. Cornelius, the batter, looking to try and start a rally for Mines.
Yeah, they need to quickly. I mean, they caught a break last inning. Buff stranded, the bases loaded with nobody out.
This one grounded to short. Coleman is there. He'll flip it to Garcia, and he's safe. They call him safe.
Garcia dropped it at first, so that it's ruled an error on, I would assume, Garcia.
And so Cornelius will get on safely. Caden Wells now the batter. 1 down, and a runner is on. Big break for Mines there. They could not have afforded to go down to 2 outs with nobody on and still needing 5 runs.
Yeah, I mean, they've battled. They've prevented this game from getting too out of hand, like I mentioned. Bases that were loaded were stranded due to a weird, wonky double play due to a runner interference. Thought they had the 8th run aboard, but now, I mean, you got 5 runs behind by Mines, and, you know, you never know. They've fought. They battled all game. Big credit to them.
2-0 pitch from Sheehan. Misses inside. It's off the dirt. 3-0. Pitch misses high, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Caden Wells will take first. Runners at first and second now with 1 out. Just shows the importance of the error there at first and how important it is looking now with the leadoff hitter Lane Bomer to bat.
Yeah, Garcia's probably kicking himself over there first, but, still a decent position if you're the Buffs. I mean, Reynolds looking to take a few steps out there, maybe check on his pitcher, umpire out there as well. So this is an important at bat. I mean, if you're the Buffs, try to maybe slice up a double play to end this game. But if you're the Orediggers, I mean, you gotta imagine you still have a chance. You got 2 runners on, top of the order up. You can extend this game as long as possible. I mean, you have a real chance.
First pitch to Bomer on the way, and a swing and a miss. Bomer batting just under 300 coming into today, as he fouls that one towards the parking lot. It'll bounce off of 29th Street. No harm, no foul. Really no danger out there anyways. Closing in on Marine Street over there. Now an 0-2 count against Bomer. Sheehan looking back at second. And now deals the pitch. Fouled back by Bomer.
That's got to sting your hands. He jammed him there. Lucky he didn't swing and miss. Just caught the thin part of his bat. Got to be looking for the sweet spot now. But just trying to fight in there, protect the plate. Sheehan looking for another strikeout.
Here's the 0-2 pitch from Sheehan. And that one is pushed just outside. The Buffs dugout was ecstatic because they thought that Sheehan had picked up the second strikeout of the inning. But the umpire disagreed. The 1-2. Drops in there for strike 3 this time. He got him looking. And Sheehan picks up his second strikeout of the inning. And the Buffs are 1 out away from putting a wrap on a sweep of the Colorado School of Mines.
An extended sweep that would be. It's been a wild ride this season. And just 1 out away from it all being over, at least until regionals, which we will not, unfortunately, be able to cover.
First pitch to Alex Moore, catches the zone for strike 1. Sheehan trying to put the finishing touches on a big win for the Buffaloes. He's 2 strikes away. That one's in the dirt. It's going to get by Pritchard. The runners will advance a base. And so now 2 runners in scoring position for Mines, with Alex Moore at the plate. Can really get after the ball.
Yeah, Moore, no hits today. Reached on an error his last time up. But, came into tonight almost at 300 mark. One of the members of this team with a home run. So got to be careful for Sheehan.
1-1 pitch to him. Tried to have that one sit in the zone, and it missed a little high. Two-one pitch popped up. It will leave the yard. Bounce right in front of the dumpsters on the edge of the park and roll towards the parking lot. But tell you what, no danger for any of the cars in that parking lot tonight so far.
Our favorite running joke of these broadcasts. One more time.
The 2-2 pitch. In there for strike 3. He got him looking. And Jack Sheehan strikes out the side and completes the sweep of the Colorado School of Mines. 7-2 the final score here in Boulder.
Yeah, and what a wild ride it's been, and really nice win. 6 straight for these Buffs to enter regionals on a really, really good note, breaking out the brooms against Mines for the 2nd straight year. And it's been just an amazing time here covering club sports with you, Alex, and we're gonna stay tuned. We got some interviews coming up for y'all. I really enjoyed this, Alex.
I really enjoyed it too, Harrison. Bit sad it's over, but for Harrison Simeon, I'm Alex Roberts. You heard it here first on Scope Off Sports.
Testing. Yeah.
All right. For real this time. I'm here with senior pitcher Ethan Richmond after he pitched his second game against Mines this season. As I just told you, second time you've pitched against a team usually doesn't happen. It's more of a, but the series was drawn out, so you got to pitch again. How does it feel to pitch 5 scoreless innings en route to this sweep of the school Mines?
It feels great. Just doing anything to help my team win is really what I'm focused on. And throwing 5 scoreless is pretty awesome.
You picked up a bunch of strikeouts, got a couple people biting, got a couple people looking. How does it feel to kind of really have that confidence of being able to consistently get guys looking, get guys swinging, send them back to the dugout?
It feels great. I mean, that's what I work for all year, throwing bullpens early in the season, just envisioning something like this where we're in a big game, need to win this if we want to make regionals, and really like having the stuff that I want to have and throwing the pitches where and when I want to throw them.
And then what are your personal goals as you, of course, head into regionals in a couple weeks?
Yeah, I think just enjoy it. Like, I love every guy on this team, so just enjoying like the last moments with them. Hopefully we get to make a push to nationals too. So just try and enjoy it all and soak it in.
Well, and again, you are a senior on this team. This was your last game here at Scott Carpenter. What is one thing you are going to miss the most in regards to this team?
I mean, just all of our chemistry. Like, everyone's friends on this team. I've been lucky enough where all 3 years that I've played, like, everyone's friends. We all hang out outside of baseball, and we just all have a great time together. It makes it really fun to play.
Well, I hope you guys have a good time at regionals. Appreciate your time, and, well, you heard it here first.